What what makes the education market unique when it comes to a company trying to get their message out? That's one of the number one things that education entrepreneurs mention is how do we get in touch with these school leaders? How do we get in front of teachers? So I know you can say a lot about this. What what have you learned?
Well, so I want to kind of preface this with, I'm sorry to say this to all of you folks listening, but there is no silver bullet in education. Every company's story is unique. The product that they've created or services they offer, they touch on different aspects of what's happening. And so, ultimately the first thing that I would say before you even try to put a message out there is know who you're talking to. Make sure that you know who the audience is, because certainly speaking to a second grade teacher, you're going to want to communicate differently than to a principal of a high school or a curriculum director, a superintendent, things along those lines. And so before you try to get it out there, so to speak, or put anything out there, make sure you fully understand who you're talking to and why. One of the biggest challenges I see is more, folks want to talk about how great their tool is, and I'm sure most of them are. They've poured their heart and soul into creating those. But if you can't demonstrate how it's going to make someone's life easier, more effective, more impactful, it's not gonna get off the ground. It's not something where in our industry, like in high tech or others, they're not looking for the next newest shiny thing. They're looking for the next newest thing that is going to positively impact whatever it is their role is, positively impact student achievement, student engagement, teacher morale, whatever it might be, teacher professional development. So it's not about your product, it's about them, and how your solution can help them or make their lives better. So that's one big thing that I see as far as before even getting it out there, that's an issue. The other thing that I always talk about too is, whether you like it or not, education is a relationship-based industry. It's usually not what you know, it's who you know. And that doesn't mean that, you need someone to open doors for you all the time, that kind of a thing, but you need to be focused on building relationships, not on selling your product, especially for newer companies. People, you and I, that are not buying for school districts, you buy from someone you trust, you buy from someone you like. Even sometimes when their product may not be the best, but you have faith that they're going to be there for you. You have faith that they're not going to abandon you. You have faith that they're going to listen to you. That is critical, to be really focused on that relationship and on building trust. One thing that I think, is sometimes lost in the mix is that, to become an educator, I mean, Gerard, you're an educator, you have to care and care deeply. The vast majority of teachers, they're not living on the wages they're making. This is a passion project for them. This is something they believe in their heart and they're mission driven. And so you have to remember to keep that in mind. Now that doesn't, mean every single educator, every single administrator is that way, but when it boils down to it, they're where they're at, to do right and do good by their students, do right and do good by their staff, by their community. And so instead of trying to sell them or tell them, it's earn from them, earn their mind share, earn their trust, put good content out in the world that they can use and make their lives easier, better, and they'll attach that to your brand. Put good content out there PR-wise that is going to help them, that's going to make their lives better or easier. I know I keep repeating this, and that's going to make you credible in their eyes, so that they can say, well, I saw, John Doe, CEO of XYZ, wrote this article. I'm going to file that away, and if that brand comes up again, they're going to probably recall that. And so, that's another thing I would say is that, really looking at it instead of just get out there and sell, it's get out there and earn their trust, earn their mind share. Your product isn't always going to do that. It's what can your product do for them? What can it do for the folks, that are going to be using it? So those are two big things that we really hit on before getting it out there.